Hello everybody, Groundback here. A few days ago, I made a video where I wanted you guys to ask me questions about the Generation Jumble, because tomorrow it will be released, or if I'm being honest, just in a few hours, because it's like 11 something for me right now. So, I don't think I'm going to start it as soon as I get up, but I'll make an announcement, and then I'll tell you everything you need to know on the server. But now I'm going to answer some questions. Also, thank you for 40 likes. And also thank you for almost 1,000 views. I honestly was kind of fearing that this series, or these series of tournaments I was doing, wouldn't actually do well. I honestly thought that it would be very niche. And maybe I would get over 100 views at best. But I now have a lot more confidence that people will actually watch this. Which makes me really happy. So let's just get on to some of the comments, shall we? This is going to be a powerful format. I would agree, because, while not question, let's just pretend they were asking how powerful will this format be. And for the most part, we don't know for sure. We still need to actually test it out. But since I know what Pokemon are going to be legal, I'm just going to say that we're just already going to see just way more chaotic stuff than in the actual Gen 1. Because now, while it might not be the most likely thing, we do have very powerful Pokemon entering with extremely powerful moves and with new types that will now become relevant that were not a thing in the original Gen 1. So we're going to see more instances of Pokemon being just completely a one-shot with the right situations and circumstances. We're going to see very powerful and unique strategies, and we're going to see some shenanigans. And by shenanigans, I mean the type of Gen 1 shenanigans that make you rage and not want to play Gen 1 ever again. Should be a lot of fun. Will some moves be legal, or just Pokemon? What about signature moves? Really glad you asked. Only signature moves will be added, at least for Season 1. And, it's kind of hard to say which ones there will be, because I'm waiting till tomorrow to announce which Pokemon are actually going to make it in. But for some Pokemon that are at least qualified, let's say, or actually one of them just flat out is, Great Tusk, and he will have Headrun Rush. And I know Headrun Rush is also associated with Ursamuna, Torterra. However, not only does it still, I would still consider a, Great Tusk signature move, especially since at the beginning of Gen 9, it was the only one with the move, really. But also, since it's heavily associated with Great Tusk anyways, I feel like it should be, just considered a signature move. Meanwhile, Terrakion, it also has a signature move, Sacred Sword, but I did not allow that one to have it. One, because, it would just be really strong, but to the point where it'd be very boring. And two, it already has double kick, which already does a good enough job. Meanwhile, Headrun Rush might just be what it takes for Great Tusk to stand out over Rhydon, who has a lot of advantages being a rock type that resists normal moves. So for the most part, will some moves be legal? Yes, certain signature moves, but however, it's not guaranteed. Basically, every time I announce a Pokemon, not just for this season, but for every season that comes afterwards, assume most signature moves will not be in the game unless I say otherwise. So if let's say here, Sceptile is one of the Pokemon that might make it in. If Sceptile is there, if I don't say Leaf Blade is included, assume it's not included. And if you don't know if a Pokemon can or can't use a signature move, just ask me or anyone else. People will know, and we'll make sure it won't be confusing. How many Pokemon are permitted in the Jumble? Is it a tournament with only one Pokemon, or will we be given a team of Pokemon? And this one is pretty simple. It doesn't really matter how many Pokemon you use, whether it be old or new. As long as you just use a team of 6, it's fine. So just regular Pokemon. So you can use new Pokemon if you want, only new Pokemon, or you can use just entirely like old Pokemon if you want to prove that these new Pokemon added aren't capable of, like surpassing the old Gen 1 meta. So it's up to you. You have permission to do whatever you want. You have full team variety, and you have permission to use anything you want. And my other question would be how to do this. I'm not familiar with the program/website for Jumble. That would be on Pokemon Showdown. And luckily, there's just a command that can allow you to just play in custom games. And just for regular custom games, it's already pretty easy. Tomorrow when I announce the Generation Jumble and it begins, the video will also be a tutorial on how to actually play games. But all you need to know is that on Pokemon Showdown, you can chat with people. And when you chat with people, you can put in commands. So let's say you put slash Gen 1 custom games, freeze clause, sleep clause, only 6 Pokemon, no items, etc. That's what you have to do. And luckily in my server, someone already put it. I pinned it. Pin's correct. I pinned it. I'll do it again for the Generation Jumble channel. So, for you, all you would need to do is just be in my server. When you need to fight someone, challenge them on Showdown, and then I will already have the command that all you need to do is just copy and paste, and then you put it into, the chat, and then you can, battle there. So it'll be easy. Everything I'm explaining now, probably not doing it the best, but everything will be simple once it's actually put into execution. I promise. And so thank you for that. Everyone doing some serious OU or Ubers battles. Those two guys doing 7U with all the 7U Pokemon. The only 7U Pokemon that was suggested was Wishy-Washy. And as much as you guys are very going to be disappointed to hear this, base form Wishy-Washy did not make enough votes to make it in. Let's assume just asking what format we're doing. It will be Gen 1 OU. I'll have some seasons that will be in Ubers. Probably every other 2 seasons will be Ubers. So the first Ubers season will probably be season 3. And 7U, those videos are just for fun. Same for 10U. However, and even just for Gen 1 underuse and never use, I fear that those tiers are a little too fragile. So we can't actually add new Pokemon to them without it being crazy. At least for tournaments. Let's say I do a Generation Jumble and a whole bunch of Pokemon just don't make it in, or some Pokemon fall off completely. If you guys want to, you can challenge someone to a theoretical Generation Jumble underuse and never use. Because as time goes on and we add more Pokemon and there's more people joining, I would like to make my own version of the OU Council. And if we are keeping track of Pokemon's usage rates and which ones are dropping, theoretically you can play in lower tiers if you want. In fact, I would actually kind of appreciate that, so that I can make videos reacting to that and I just go over it. Could be fun. And this one, try inviting some YouTubers like Big Yo or Plague Von Karma. Be nice to spread the word. I completely agree. And both Big Yellow and Plague Von Karma, I know for a fact, watch my videos. And it's really cool because those two are the main people who inspire me to make my videos in the first place. But I'm a real, I just suffer a lot from social anxiety. So I'm just really freaking scared to reach out to both of them. If they wanted to join, that would be really cool. And since both of them are way more experienced in Gen 1 than I am, they probably could teach me a lot. And they'd probably just be cool to hang out with in general. But maybe once I flesh this out more. For this first season Generation Jumble, a lot of it's still gonna be unknown. A lot of it will be kind of confusing. I'll probably make a lot of mistakes. So maybe once I get to the second or third season, once I find I have a system, I'll feel more comfortable reaching out to people. But if you wanted to reach out to them for me, I wouldn't stop you. But yeah, it would be nice to spread the word. I probably should spread this on my Twitter too, But again, I have like anxiety, and I'm just terrified because I have a lot of like followers on Twitter that do not care about Pokemon, and I'm always scared that like whenever I tweet something from one fandom, someone that I follow from another fandom will not like it and leave. I know that's definitely a me problem, and it's just something I need to work on, and I am. But yeah, like I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Getting back to what actually matters, Generation Jumble. Those are all the questions I got, but I'll probably answer some more. Like, how exactly will this work? For at least like 2 days, maybe more because it would take more time. There won't actually be any tournaments going on in the Generation Jumble channel on my server. I'll be challenging you guys, and you guys can challenge each other with the Pokemon we go in the format. We'll spend like some few times like theorizing, playing some games, and then we'll have one tournament. And the way that tournament will work will be like Jimmy D. Cool's like Advanced Generation Revival Tournament, where it will be with Swiss rules. So every single round, I'll like ping you, and then you'll be in a bracket. You'll go against somebody. I'll also be in the tournament, so one of you will be going up against me. And with those battles, all you would have to do is just like follow the rules, like put the command in, and then just play a best of 3. And then once you finish that, you put all 3 of the links in like my Discord server, and you ping me. So that way, not only do I have the replays, and that not only does everyone else have the replays so that they can see them, but more importantly, so that I have proof on who won, and then they move on. And for those of you who win, for the next round, everyone gets like a point system, whether they win or lose. So if you win, you get 1 point, and then for round 2, you're going to get someone who also won their battle. Meanwhile, if you lost, you go against someone who also lost. And then for round 3, you would have the people that won twice go up against somebody. Then the people that won once and lost once go against somebody. And then the people that lost twice. And then after you lose that, and then you're just kicked out of the tournament. It'll keep going like that until there's eventually just like, 2 people left. So theoretically, it could last a while. And by doing it with that, not only does it give everyone more time and more chances to actually, succeed, but more importantly, since so many people in my server and just my community are in very different time zones, doing it like this can mean that everyone can be actually able to, like, participate. And we don't have to worry about, like, someone not being able to join because they, like, are working in the UK and then have to go against someone who lives in, like, Minnesota and they're, like, in the middle of sleeping. So everyone will be able to participate. And I highly recommend you join the server right now if you haven't already. You can... Actually, no. I think it's actually too late to vote. The vote's already decided. And one thing I will say, that 3 of the Pokemon that I brought up in the videos will probably not make it. Though sad, but, like... The first season's going to be very small anyways. Especially since on November 30th, I will be flying to California, and I'll be there until December 23rd. So I'm actually going to be pretty busy anyways, so I couldn't really afford to have a big season. So, hopefully we'll be able to, like, handle everything easily. And I think that's about it. Like, I was honestly expecting more questions, so if you have any others, please ask them in the comments and I'll answer them. And if there's any I don't answer tonight before I go to bed, I'll definitely answer them in tomorrow's video. So, thank you all for watching. Until next time, this is Groundback, and I look forward to hearing from you.